Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some Pine Tar Baseball card and dice. Great team set 2. We got a terrific matchup here. The 1948 Indians taking on the 1978 Red Sox. That should be Bob Lemon. Alright, that's not Eddie Lemon. It's Lemon versus Eckersley. Not Eddie Lemon or Eddie Vedder. It's Bob Lemon versus Dennis Eckersley, and we will fix that afterwards. The 1948 Cleveland Indians defeated the Boston Red Sox in a one-game playoff at Fenway, and now, 40 years later, they're back to take on the 1978 Bo Sox, another team that failed in a one-game playoff. Will it be repeat or redemption? Up next on the channel. Bob Lemon is on the hill for the Cleveland Indians, 20-14 with a 2.82 ERA, taking on the Dennis Eckersley, 20-8 with a 2.99 ERA in 1978. We forget not at Fenway. Jack Dawson is at Fenway. Hope all is well. Check out his YouTube channel. Let's get to the starting lineups and roll some Pine Tar Baseball. Brought to you by Kurt Berglund. He created this great team set. You can just go to his channel to get the information that you're looking for. To order this wonderful set, you just email Kurt Berglund. Also, check out Life is Sports and James Formo, as he is the creator of Pine Tar Baseball. For the visiting Cleveland Indians, Lou Boudreau leads off and plays shortstop. He'll be followed by Joe Gordon at second. Batting third, the designated hitter, Larry Dolby. The cleanup hitter at third base, Ken Keltner. Batting fifth at first base, Eddie Robinson. Doing the catching, batting sixth, Jim Hegan. Dale Mitchell is in left, batting seventh. In center field, batting eighth, Thurman Tucker. Batting ninth in right field, Hal Peck. Bob Lemon is on the bump for the Cleveland Indians. For the hometown Boston Red Sox that want revenge, Jerry Remy, the Massachusetts native, leads off and plays second base. The Rooster, Rick Burleson, bats second. He's at short. Freddie Lynn bats third. He's in center field. Jim Ed Rice, the MVP of 1978, is the cleanup hitter in left field. Carl Yastrzemski's at first, batting fifth. Behind the plate doing the catching, Carlton Fisk. Batting seventh in right field, Dwight Evans. Butch Hobson, yes, he's in the lineup, but you sure as hell don't think I played him at third, did you? He's the DH. And batting ninth, playing third base, Jack Brohammer. Here at Fenway Park, joining Jack Dawson, Captain Carl 8, Beatles Eternally. Check out that wonderful baseball channel, Beatles Eternally. Another wonderful baseball channel, Sports Time Machine, our good friend Mr. Utah Mike. So three wonderful YouTube content creators and a wonderful community member here at Fenway. Jack Dawson, Captain Carl 8, Beatles Eternally, and Sports Time Machine. So let's roll some Pine Tar. The red die is the 10. The white die is the 1 digit. And we're only going to roll these two, and when the blue die comes into play, we will roll it. We're not going to use it, the green die. We're not using the decider die. I like it much better without it. So Eckersley on the mound is a right-handed hurler. Automatic strikeout on 77. Maximum innings pitched before pitcher modification is 8. He is an A-plus pitcher for as long as he is in the game. Bob Lemon is an A-plus pitcher on the road all the way through the game. That's why he gets the start. He can go 8 innings before any pitcher modifications. He has no automatic strikeouts or walks. Pitcher modification rolls come between 0 and 50. So here we go. Lou Boudreau, the Cleveland Indians shortstop, leads things off. Against right-handed pitching, he reaches safely 0 through 43. Eckersley with the high leg kick and the pitch to Lou Boudreau. That's a 58. Boudreau makes contact, smacks it to the rooster at short. Burleson's up with it, fires to Yastrzemski. 1 down. Scoring at home 6-3. Let's see if Al Red Sox fan can remember to record the outs on our Christopher Anderson scoreboard. So 1 out. Boudreau grounds out to Burleson. Bears Den 007 is here at Fenway. No, we call them the Cleveland Indians in 1948. They're going to be called the Guardians going forward, but they're the Indians right now. Joe Gordon, the second baseman, right-handed batter. He steps into the batter's box. Fisk sets the target. The pitch to Joe Gordon from Dennis Eckersley. That's a 61. Eckersley's dealing. Ground ball again. Rinse and repeat to the rooster. Burleson's up with it. Fires to Yastrzemski. And as Yogi Berra once said, deja vu all over again. 6-3, 2 away. So a good start for Eckersley. 2 ground balls to the rooster, 2 outs. Rob's Rules has joined us here at Fenway. Check out that wonderful YouTube talk channel. It's a talk show, mostly revolving around Johnny Depp, but it's very interesting. I lied to you not. So 2 outs, base is empty. Larry Doby is the designated hitter, left-handed batter. Vieck nods his head. That very distinct high leg kick and the pitch to Larry Doby, and that is a 10 for Doby, possible double, but A+, so that's going to be a walk. So Doby laces one foul down the left field line and then works a walk. The A+ takes away the double. But Doby does keep the inning alive. 2 outs, Doby at first for Ken Keltner, the Indians' third baseman. Yastrzemski holds Doby on. Eckersley peeks over, now looks in at Fisk. The pitch to Ken Keltner, 40, and that is a strikeout. Swing and a miss, nasty high cheese. Keltner could not catch up to it. Strikeout stays a strikeout on the modification for an A+ pitcher. The walk doesn't hurt. We go to the bottom of the first here at Fenway. No score. Due up for the 1978 Boston Red Sox. Remy, Burleson, and Lynn. If anyone gets on, the 1978 MVP, Jim Ed Rice. As Captain Carl says in the chat, they will always be the Indians on my tabletop. They should have stayed the Indians. I really don't find that. Most people didn't find it offensive, including Native Americans. The Redskins, okay, maybe. I could see that. That's kind of, derogatory in my opinion. Again, I didn't think when I watched football that racism when I watched the Washington Redskins. That's people look into things now. They're like, the squeaky wheel. The little squeaky wheel gets too much oil. That's all I'll say. But again, if I was the Redskins, I would have changed my name to the Washington Warriors, and I wouldn't even have changed my emblem. That's what I would have done. Or I would have just kept it the same. All right, Bob Lemon on the bump. He's a right-handed hurler. Here's Jerry Remy, Massachusetts native. Remy against right-handed pitching reaches safely 0-33. Lemon to Remy. And that's a 65. Remy bangs the ball to short. Boudreau's up with it. He'll throw to first. 1 down. A lot of ground balls to short to start off this ball game. So 1 away for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the first. As our good friend Rob's Rules says, everyone is offended over everything. I agree, and it's silly. It's silly. It's a freaking name. For God's sakes, we don't even have Saturday morning cartoons anymore. They're ruining the world. They really are. Political correctness. And I don't care, again, who you voted for. I don't care. But the loonies on all sides need to go. Here's Rick Burleson, the Rooster. He reaches safely 0-28. Lemon is ready. He nods his head. Hegan sets the target. The pitch to Rick Burleson. That's a 43. Burleson bangs it to second base. Gordon has it. He'll flip to Robinson at first. 2 up, 2 down. As Lemon's keeping that ball down. And the Red Sox are beating it into the dirt. Base is empty. 2 outs for Freddie Lynn, the MVP and Rookie of the Year in 1975. Left-handed batting center fielder against right-handed pitching. He feasted on it, 0 through 41. Lemon deals to Lynn. That's a 67. Hard hit ball to third, backhanded by Keltner. He throws to Robinson, and the side is retired. So 3 ground ball outs. We're through 1 at Fenway. No score between the 1948 Indians and the 1978 Red Sox. Hopefully, how's everyone doing on this Saturday evening? Hope well. So we go to the second. The Indians won the World Series in 1948, 97-58, and yes, 1 tie. The 78 Red Sox lost in a 1-game playoff to the Yankees. They finished obviously 1 game back in the American League East. They were 99-64. The Indians would defeat the Red Sox in 1948 in a 1-game playoff, and again went on to defeat the Boston Braves in the World Series. Could have been an all-Boston World Series, but it was not meant to be. Eckersley back up on the bump. He's done with his warm-up tosses. He will face Robinson, Hegan, and Mitchell. Here's Eddie Robinson, left-hand batting. First baseman's got a little pop. Eckersley is ready to work. He deals to Eddie Robinson. That's a 20, and that's going to be a strikeout because it's a single, but an A-plus pitcher turns it into a strikeout. So Eckersley gets Robinson to foul the ball off and then gets him with the high cheese. Second K for the Eck. 1 down for the Indians in the top of the second. So Eddie Robinson goes back to the bench, shaking his head. Here's Jim Hegan, the catcher. Righty-righty matchup. Hegan against right-handed pitching reaches safely 0 through 29. The Eck looks in at Fisk. Fisk sets a target. The pitch to his counterpart, Jim Hegan. That's a 22. How do you do? And a 22. This, if it's hit to a positive fielder, and the only positive fielder the Red Sox have, well, there's Burleson's the only positive fielder. So if it's hit to short, he will rob Hegan of a base hit. We roll again. That is a 47. 47 is hit to center field. Sinking line drive. Lynn makes a dive for it, but he does not make the catch. He smothers it, and Hegan is on as Freddie Lynn is a neutral fielder. So a 1-out single. Indians have their second runner on. That'll bring up the left fielder Dale Mitchell. Final 3 batters in this Indian lineup are all lefties. Mitchell, against right-handed pitching, reaches safely 0 through 32. 1 out, 1 on. Red Sox hoping for a double play ball off the bat of Mitchell. The pitch from Eckersley to Mitchell. That's a 66. You get your kicks on Route 66. And a 66. If this is hit to a negative fielder, it's going to be a base hit. So on the Mitchell card, a 66 is hit to third. And thank God Hobson wasn't there, though he's not a negative fielder. He's just a horrible error check. Brohammer has it. It's a 66, so I believe it's just the force out at second. And it is. Relay throw not in time. So Hegan is out. Mitchell reaches on the fielder's choice, 5-4. He's now at first base. There are 2 down. So Mitchell takes the place of Hegan at first. And now I'll bring up Thurman, Don't Call Me the Marshall Tucker Band. Center fielder. He's like, what the hell's the Marshall Tucker Band? I'm from 1948. Here's the pitch from Eckersley to Tucker. That's a 13, and Tucker smashes a single. A 2-out single for Tucker. As he pulls it to right, 13 is an odd number, so going station to station is Mitchell. Mitchell stops at second. Tucker's at first. 2 down for the number 9 batter, Hal Peck. Peck reaches safely 0 through 30. Fisk goes out to have a word with Eckersley, now back behind the plate. Pounds the mitt, sets the target. The pitch from Eckersley to Hal Peck, and that is a 98. It's going to be a range check. Get to the kitchen, as our good friend Kurt Berglund says. The blue die will indicate if it's a possible error, and it is. It is a 1, and it's going to be costly. So it's an 82. How do you do? That ball's hit to left. Rice will not make the play. His error check is not bad at all. It's a 3, but we rolled the dreaded 1. Rice muffs the ball. It will be an E7. Runners advance 2 bases. Mitchell scores from second without a throw. 1-0 Cleveland. Tucker goes first to third, and Peck is at first. So Cleveland strikes first on the Rice error. 1-0, 1948 Tribe. No RBI for Peck. Top of the order now. And Lou Boudreau 0 for 1. He grounded out to short. The pitch to Lou Boudreau with 2 outs. That's a 63. Boudreau swings the stick, bangs it down to Brohammer. Brohammer throws to Yastrzemski. The side is retired, but the error proves costly for the Red Sox. 1-0 Tribe as we go to the bottom of the second. Second time Boudreau has grounded out. Due up for Boston, Rice, Yastrzemski, and Fisk. Rice not very happy with himself with that error. Joining us here at Fenway, TribesFan879. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel as he card and dice Stratomatic Baseball. As TribesFan says hello to everyone. So here's Jim Ed Rice to face Bob Lemon. Lemon retired the Red Sox 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. The pitch to Jim Ed Rice, that is a 77, and that is going to be a fly ball to right field. Going back a bit, reaching up and making the catch for the Indians is Hal Peck. Rice is retired. He goes back to the bench. Still not happy with himself. 1 out, no one on for Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz is playing first. Scott is on the bench. Yaz against right-handed pitching, 0 through 37. Lemon nods his head. Hegan sets the target. The pitch to Carl Yastrzemski. That is an 11. And again, if it's hit to a positive fielder, the Indians will rob it. We re-roll. That's a 63. Yastrzemski with the 63 smacks it towards short. And past the dive of Lou Boudreau into left. So Yastrzemski sits back nicely on the breaking pitch and goes the opposite way. Boudreau is a neutral fielder. So the Red Sox get their first hit. Yaz, the tying run at first, 1 out for Carlton Fisk, the man they call Pudge, the Red Sox catcher. Fisk, 0 through 35, reaches safely against right-handed pitching. Lemon nods his head. Slide step to the plate. 58 to Carlton Fisk. Grounder to second. That will not turn 2, but will they get the force on the 58? And they will. They get the force on Yastrzemski, but he goes in quite hard. No relay throw by Boudreau. Yastrzemski and Boudreau have a few words. So Yastrzemski is out. There are 2 down. Fisk reaches on the fielder's choice, 4-6. Striding to the plate, the right fielder, Dwight Evans for the Red Sox. Evans against right-handed pitching reaches safely 0-31. Hegan goes through the signs, sets the target, the pitch to Dwight Evans. That is a 0-5 double. Well, we know it's not a double because it's an A+, so he laces it down the left field line. Just foul. Unbelievable. Not a lot of foul territory there, but he found it. And then he works a walk. The double against an A+ turns into a walk. Advancing to second is Fisk. Evans at first. 2 down for Butch Hobson. Hobson not playing third in this big game, as his error chance is an 8. It is horrific. We took Scott out of the lineup, put Yastrzemski at first, Brohamer at third, and Hobson is the DH. So Rice plays left. 2 outs, 2 on, 1-0 Cleveland. The pitch to Butch Hobson. 0-3! That is a double! A double for Butch Hobson off the Green Monster. Fisk scores to tie the game at 1. Evans, 0-3 double. He'll have to hold, as it is an odd roll. Can he score on that? Any runner moderate or fast can attempt to score on a double, which results on an even roll. Okay, that's what I thought. So he is held up at third, but the Red Sox tie it with a 2-out double by Butch Hobson. So it's 1-1. 2 outs, second and third. And that will bring up Jack Brohamer. Evans stands 90 feet away. He's the go-ahead run. Hobson at second. Here's Jack Brohamer. He plays third. 0-30 he reaches. Lemon has to regroup. Hegan had a word with him. Now back behind the plate. Squats down. Sets the target. The pitch to Jack Brohamer. That is an 80. Brohamer swings the stick. Fly ball. Shallow center. Coming in to make the catch is Tucker. And the side is retired. But the Red Sox tie it on the 2-out double by Butch Hobson. We go to the top of the third here at Fenway. The 1948 Cleveland Indians won. The 1978 Boston Red Sox won. Eckersley back up on the bump. Completes his warm-up tosses. He'll face Gordon, Doby, and Keltner. Gordon, 0 for 1. He grounded to short. Here's the pitch from Eckersley to Gordon, and that is a 30. Gordon with the 30 is a possible base on balls. Instead, a 3-2 count inside corner. Strike 3! Gordon does not like the call. Excellent job of Fisk framing it. So the pitching grade, again, the A+, turns the walk into a strikeout. 1 down. Oops. Not there. 1 out for Cleveland in the top of the third. Here's Larry Doby. The DH walked his first time up. The high leg kick from the Eck to Doby. And that's a 16 for Larry Doby, and that's a single. So Larry Doby, a little late on the fastball, but it was on the outside corner. And he does what players can no longer do, hit the opposite way. Doby's now 1 for 1. He's been on base twice. 1 out. Doby at first for Ken Keltner, the third baseman. He was at Eckersley's strikeout victim. The Eck looking for 2 as Remy and Burleson pinch the middle. Here's the pitch to Ken Keltner. That is a 64. Hard hit ball on the ground to short. And they'll get the force out at second. Relay throw not in time, so Doby is forced out at second. And there are 2 down. Keltner reaches on the fielder's choice, 6-4. 2 down for Cleveland, top of the third. 1-1 ball game. Cleveland got their run. on an error, so it's unearned. Dave Gardner has joined us as he says, let's go Guardians. Keltner at first, 2 outs for Eddie Robinson, the first baseman. Eckersley takes a deep breath. The exaggerated high leg kick and the pitch to Eddie Robinson. It's a 22. How do you do? A positive fielder will take this play away. It's only Burleson who's positive. That's a 98. And that is a base hit past the dive of Jack Brohammer into left field. Keltner is a slow runner. He will stop at second as Rice retrieves the ball and throws it in. 2 outs, 2 on. Keltner at second. Robinson at first. For the catcher, Jim Hegan, he singled and was forced out. He's 1 for 1. 1-1 ball game. Fisk goes through the signs. Eckersley quickly nods his head. The long-haired wonder deals to Jim Hegan. That's a 68. Hegan sends a fly ball to right. Going into the corner, making the catch is Dwight Evans. The Indians strand 2. We go to the bottom of the third, still knotted at 1 between the 1948 Cleveland Indians and the 1978 Red Sox. As Retro Replays asks, Dave, do you know how I can watch your unboxing of History Maker Baseball? Yeah, because it's not. I went to go click on it myself, and it doesn't show it. So I don't know if you pulled it down. So Hegan made the last out there. We go to the bottom of the third. Due up for the Red Sox, top of their order, Remy, Burleson, and Lynn to face Bob Lemon. 1-1 ball game. The Indians scored their run. It's unearned. It was an error by Rice in left, allowing Mitchell to score. The Red Sox got their run, a 2-out double by Butch Hobson. He's the DH. Jerry Remy's 0 for 1. Lemon deals to Remy. That's a 39. Swing and a miss. So Lemon records his first strikeout. Nasty breaking pitch. 1 out in the bottom of the third. For the Rooster, Rick Burleson, who grounded to Gordon at second. Lemon nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Burleson. That's a 54. Burleson bangs it to his counterpart at short, Lou Boudreau, who throws to Robinson, and there are 2 down. So the Rooster has not crowed yet today. He is 0 for 2. And here's Freddie Lynn. Lynn grounded to third. Lemon deals quickly to Lynn. It's a 20 for Freddie Lynn. And I believe a single against an A+ will turn into a strikeout, and it does. So Lynn hits the ball foul down the right field line, and then Lemon promptly strikes him out on the very next pitch. Lemon strikes out 2. The Red Sox are through. We go to the top of the fourth, 1-1. Between the 1948 Cleveland Indians and the 1978 Boston Red Sox. In Fenway never forgets. Due up for the Indians in the top of the fourth, bottom third of their order, Mitchell, Tucker, and Peck. To face Dennis Eckersley. Eckersley, first year with the Red Sox in 78. Came over from the Cleveland Indians. Here's Dale Mitchell. Mitchell reached on a fielder's choice and then scored the only run on the error in left by Rice. The pitch to Dale Mitchell from Dennis Eckersley. That is a 10, and that is a strikeout. Again, that would have been a single, but an A+ pitcher turns it into a strikeout. So a foul ball and then a K. Eckersley is now struck out 4. And there is 1 away in the top of the fourth. Here's Thurman Tucker. He singled, reached third base, but that's where he would stay in the second inning. Tucker awaits the X offering. Here comes the high cheese. That's a 55. Hard hit ball to second. Remy knocks it down, has plenty of time, throws to Yastrzemski. 2 down. We got a good old-fashioned pitchers duel here between two A-plus pitchers all the way through the game. Eckersley's an A-plus all the way through the game as long as he stays there at home. And Lemon's an A-plus all the way through the game on the road. So 2 outs, bases empty for the number 9 batter. Hal Peck, he reached on the Rice error. The pitch to Peck, that's a 63. Peck grounds it to Burleson. The Rooster fires to Yastrzemski. And 1, 2, 3 go the Tribe. We go to the bottom of the 4th here at Fenway. 1-1 between the 48 Indians and the 1978 Boston Red Sox. Due up for the Red Sox, Rice, Yastrzemski, and Fisk to face Bob Lemon. The pitch to Jim Ed Rice from Bob Lemon. That is an 11. Again, if this is hit to a positive fielder, Rice will be robbed of a base hit. 84. That's hit to left. The left fielder is Mitchell. He makes a dive, but he does not come up with it. So Jim Ed Rice singles to left. He's the go-ahead run at first. Here's Carl Yastrzemski, number 8, the elder statesman for the Boston Red Sox. He's 1 for 1. He's single. The pitch to Yaz, that's an 80. Yastrzemski will fly that ball to center. Going back just a little bit, making the catch is Tucker. Retreating to first is Rice. 1 out, 1 on, 1-1 ball game. Here's Carlton Fisk. He scored. He reached on a fielder's choice and scored on the 2-out double by Butch Hobson. Evans on deck. The pitch to Pudge from Bob Lemon. It's an 81. And that's another fly ball to center field. A bit deeper, but easily tracking it down and making the catch once again is Tucker. So there's 2 outs. Rinse and repeat. Retreating to first is Rice. 2 outs. Rice will be off on contact. Evans steps into the right-hander's batter's box. He walked his first time up. Lemon looks in at Hegan. Hegan sets the target. The pitch to Dwight Evans. That is a 0-5. And that will be another walk as the double turns into a walk. And that double could have possibly scored Rice, but it's laced foul once again. Bad luck for Evans. But he does... Oh, but first base is occupied, so it's a 2-0 count. It is a 2-0 count. I forgot that. And we do it again. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch to 2-1 count. And that's a 15. Evans just having bad luck rolling on the derivative of 5. And that's going to be a strikeout. So the single is taken away by the A+. Again, he laces one foul, and then he promptly strikes out on the full count. And the side is retired. Lemon's now struck out 3 after giving up. He strikes out Evans to retire the side after giving up the leadoff single to Rice. So we're through 4 here at Fenway. The score is still knotted at 1 as we go to the top of the 5th. In a wonderful pitcher's duel, Pine Tar Baseball. Great team set 2. You can contact Kurt Berglund if you're interested in this set. Also, you can contact Kurt Berglund if you'd like to try the game for free. Get a few teams and check it out yourself. I enjoy this game. Top of the order, top of the 5th for the Indians. Boudreau, Gordon, and Doby. Lou Boudreau's 0 for 2, 2 groundouts. Eckersley, he's ready to work. He deals to Lou Boudreau. That's a 0-2, and that is hit towards the triangle. No one's going to get to that in right center. Rattles around. And here's the relay throw. It's a pop-up slide for Boudreau. He is safe with a triple. So Lou Boudreau triples. And the Indians have the go-ahead run 90 feet away for Joe Gordon, the second baseman. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded to short and struck out. Red Sox will play their infield normal. The pitch to Joe Gordon, that's a 44. And that is an event chart. Once a game, if you roll a 44, you go to the rare play chart. And again, we're not doing anything crazy, but we will roll to see what it is. That's a 64. And a 64 infield hit. It is a nubber. It is an infield hit. Boudreaux will score from third on the infield dribbler into no man's land by Gordon. And it's 2-1 Indians. You'll take that every time. You'll bat 1,000. Unbelievable luck for the Red Sox. Still no outs, and now it's 2-1 Cleveland. So a triple and an infield hit. And the Tribe are up. Gordon at first. For Larry Doby, the designated hitter, Doby has walked and singled. The pitch from Eckersley to Larry Doby. That's a 92. How do you do? Lace to center field. Catching the line drive is Freddie Lynn. Quickly retreating back to first is Joe Gordon. So there's one down for Cleveland. A lot of anxiety here at Fenway Park. An error and now an infield hit have produced 2 runs for the Indians. 1 out, 1 on for the cleanup hitter, Ken Keltner. Keltner is 0 for 2. He struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. Fisk sets the target. The pitch to Ken Keltner. That's a 94. Deep fly ball to left, but not deep enough. Right in front of the wall is Jim Ed Rice. He corrals it, throws it back into the infield. Gordon again retreats to first base. There are 2 down for the first baseman, Eddie Robinson. Robinson steps into the left-hander's batter's box. The high leg kick from the Eck to Robinson. That's a 33. What will it be? Get to the kitchen. That's a range check. As our good friend Kurt Berglund likes to say. Will the Red Sox commit another error? Yes, they will. We have rolled a 2. Another ball will be booted by the Red Sox, and booting this ball as we rolled a 46 is Jack Brohammer. That's hilarious. So Brohammer's defense error check is a 3. We rolled a 2. Again, the low rolls will kill you on error checks. So Robinson reaches on the E5. As that goes past Brohammer into left field, Gordon goes first to third with 2 outs. Let me make sure on this. 46... asterisk with 2 outs, base runner advances 2 base. 46. There's an asterisk there. Yep. So he advances 2 bases. So it's first and third. Second error committed by the Red Sox. Gordon at third. Robinson at first. 2-1 Indians. And here comes the catcher, Jim Hegan. Hegan is 1 for 2. He's singled and flown out to Evans and right. Eckersley looking to end it here and now. The pitch to Jim Hegan, and he will. That's a 71. Line shot coming in and snaring it is the right fielder, Dwight Evans. Hegan hit it on the laces, but to no avail. Second time, he is flown out to Evans, but the Indians do get 1 on a triple and an infield hit. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-1 Cleveland. So Lemon has a run to work with. He will face Hobson, who doubled in the only run for the Red Sox, then Brohammer, who just committed that error. In the top of the order, Jerry Remy, who's 0 for 2. Lemon is done with his warm-up tosses. Here's Butch Hobson. Doubled in the only Red Sox run. He's 1 for 1. The pitch to Butch. That is a 30 for Hobson, and he will strike out. That walk turns into a strikeout, and again, good job by Hegan framing the pitch. Hobson none too happy with it. The Lemons now struck out 2 in a row. He ended the 4th with a K of Evans, and he starts the 5th with a K of Hobson, both the same manner. And there is barking coming from the Red Sox dugout. They do not like the strike zone that Bob Lemon has been given by the home plate umpire. 1 out, base is empty for Jack Brohammer. He committed an error. Didn't really hurt, though. The run had already scored on the infield hit. The pitch to Brohammer. That is a 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. If that's hit to a negative fielder, it is a base hit. Brohammer on the 66 smacks the ball hard down to third, and it's by Keltner. It is by the diving Keltner and into left, quickly retrieved by Mitchell and thrown back in. So the negative fielder costs the Indians when it comes to range there. Brohammer's the tying run at first. He claps his hands. Top of the order in Jerry Remy, another left-handed stick. The pitch to the Rem Dog from 0-1 by Jerry Remy. Remy laces a shot over the head of the center fielder, Tucker. That is a double. Holding at third as it's a negative, as it's a odd roll, is Jack Brohammer. So Jerry Remy doubles. Let's double check that. 0-1. And it is a double. 1 out. Red Sox have runners at second and third. Brohammer, the tying run at third. The go-ahead run, the speedy Jerry Remy at second. Indians will play their infield normal. And here's the Rooster. Boy, it's time for the Rooster to crow. Burleson's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Brohammer at third. Remy at second. Lemon deals to Burleson. It's a 34. Infield playing normal. 34. And that's a strikeout. A huge strikeout by Bob Lemon. Got him on the breaking pitch. Lemon's now struck out 5. So now it's 2 outs for Freddie Lynn. Lynn steps into the left-hander's batter's box. Lynn is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Brohammer at third, Remy at second. Lefties all over the place, including at the plate in Freddie Lynn. Lemon looks into Hegan. Hegan sets the target. The pitch to the 1975 Rookie of the Year and MVP Freddie Lynn. It's a 0-7 for Lynn, and that is a double. 2 runs will score, and the Red Sox take the lead on the Lynn double. Over the head once again on the center fielder Tucker. Lynn laced it, and it's 3-2 Boston. Lynn bats in 2. As Brohammer trots in from third, and the speedy Jerry Remy scores easily, obviously, on the double by Lynn. He was standing at second. So the Red Sox plate 2, and it's now 3-2 Boston. That means Lemon can only go his 8 innings. Per Pine Tar rules, again, you can adjust the rules as you wish. And Fenway Park erupts with that Freddie Lynn double. That was a clutch hit by Sir Fred Lynn. Here's Jim Ed Rice, the MVP of 78. He's 1 for 2. He's single and flown out to right. Lynn will be off on contact. Lemon deals to Jim Ed Rice. 46. Swing and a miss! And the side is retired. But the 2-out double knocks in 2 more runs. So the Red Sox have done damage with 2 outs and doubles. We go to the top of the 6th. 3-2 Boston. Lemon can only go his 8 innings now, as he's given up more than 2 runs. But the Cleveland bullpen is A-OK, so don't worry about that. Rice strikes out. He's now 1 for 3. Eckersley on the mound for the first time in this game with a lead. He will face the bottom third of this order, all lefties, Mitchell, Tucker, and Peck. So the Red Sox answer the Indians 1 run with 2 as we go to the top of the 6th. The Eck is ready. He deals to Dale Mitchell. That's a 0-2, and Dale Mitchell strikes this ball well down the line. That's going to rattle around. Retrieving it and firing it back in towards second is Evans, but not in time. Sliding in with a leadoff double is Dale Mitchell. So here come the Indians. It's a doubles fest here at Fenway. And if you're thinking about sacrifice hitting with Thurman Tucker, think again. He literally is a 9. If I can't roll good sacrifices when they're 87s, I'm not going to roll when it's just a 9. Here's the pitch from Eckersley to Tucker. That's a 47. Tucker will make contact, bangs it to second base. Mitchell will go to third. And we'll actually we'll double check on that because that's a 7. All right, 47. No runner at first. Ball's hit to second, and the runner does advance. Only a 0 would prevent him from advancing. So good professional piece of hitting by Thurman Tucker, who can't bunt to save his life, but he does bang the ball to the right side. Remy throws to Yastrzemski. 1 out. And Mitchell advances to third. Tying run 90 feet away. Again, the Red Sox will play their infield normal. Here's Hal Peck. Eckersley needs a strikeout here. Peck's 0 for 2. He reached on an error by Rice in left and grounded to Burleson at short. The pitch to Peck from Dennis Eckersley. That's a 43, and that's the strikeout that Eckersley needed. Again, he has an automatic strikeout in 77, but that's a 43. It's a clean strikeout on the Peck card, and that's huge. Eckersley says, give me that ball back, as Eckersley's now struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the Eck has struck out 5. Lemon has struck out 5. 2 down, tying run 90 feet away. Top of the order, Lou Boudreau. Boudreau is 1 for 3. He's grounded out twice, tripled, and scored on the infield hit by Joe Gordon. Trying to tie the game now. The pitch to Lou Boudreau from Dennis Eckersley. It's a 63. Boudreau bangs it down to Brohammer at third. He throws across the diamond to Yastrzemski. And the side is retired. Mitchell is stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Red Sox cling to that 1-run lead. 3-2, the 1978 Red Sox over the 1948 Indians. So they could not score Mitchell with less than 2 outs from third base. Good job by the Eck getting out of that mess. Balls are being hit well here at Fenway. It's just a matter of time before someone goes bippity boom. Lemon back up on the bump, done with his warm-up tosses. He'll face Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Evans. Yaz 1 for 2, a single and a fly out. The pitch to Yastrzemski. That's a 74. Fly ball to right field. Coming in and making the catch is Peck. Going back to the bench is Yastrzemski, who's now 1 for 3. Here's the Red Sox catcher, Carlton Fisk. Fisk reached on a fielder's choice and scored on the 2-out double by Butch Hobson back in the 2nd. The pitch to Pudge from Bob Lemon. That's a 42. How do you do? Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for Bob Lemon. So Lemon has struck out 6. There are 2 down. Base is empty for the Red Sox right fielder, Dwight Evans. Evans has also been a strikeout victim, and prior to that he walked. He's 0 for 1. Lemon looks in at Hegan, shakes him off. Now he nods his head. He rocks and deals to Dwight Evans. That's an 89. Fly ball, center field, coming in, moving to his left. Snaring it for out number 3 is Tucker. And the Red Sox are through. We go to the top of the 7th, 3-2 Boston. Due up for the Indians, Gordon, Doby, and Keltner. Eckersley can pitch more than 8 innings. He's only given up 2 runs. Actually, only one's been earned, but it still counts. Lemon can only go 8. But again, the Indians' bullpen is stacked. You don't have to worry about that. So we go to the top of the 7th, 3-2, 78 Red Sox over the 48 Indians. Red Sox looking for revenge for what the 48 Indians did to them in that one-game playoff. The Eck deals to Joe Gordon. Gordon is 1 for 3, infield hit, and a run batted in. He's also struck out. That's a 69. So Gordon swings the sticks, bangs it to Brohammer at third, rinse and repeat across the diamond to Yastrzemski. And there is one out in the top of the 7th for the 1948 Indians. Here's Larry Doby, the designated hitter. He's walked, singled, and flown to lane and center. Doby awaits the Eckersley offering. Pitch homeward bound by Eckersley. That's a 17, and that is a single. Larry Doby picks up his second hit as he flares one to left. Tying run at first in Doby. He is a fast runner. Stolen base chance is a 49. Stolen base opportunity is a C. 6th inning or later. Carlton Fisk has a +6 arm, but even with that, that's only a 55. He will stay put. Ken Keltner, there's some boom in that bat. He's 0 for 3, though. And Eckersley would like to make him 0 for 4. The pitch from Eckersley to Ken Keltner, that's a 54. Ground ball, second base. This could be 2. Ground ball to second. It is not a double play. It is a fielder's choice, so they get Doby on the force out. Relay throw not in time. Keltner beats it out, and there are 2 down. So Keltner reaches for a second time. Fielder's choice this time, 5-4. I'm sorry, 4-6. Prior to that, it was 6-4. So he replaces Doby at first. 2 down. Keltner at first. He's a slow runner, so they'll take that trade-off. Though obviously the Red Sox would have loved the double play to end the inning. Here's Eddie Robinson, left-hand batting first baseman. He's got some pop. If Robinson goes yard, it's a 4-3 game for the Indians. The Eck deals to Eddie Robinson. It's a 43. Robinson bangs it down to Yastrzemski, who takes it to the bag himself, and the side is retired. Good job by Eckersley. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 3-2, the 1978 Red Sox over the 1948 Cleveland Indians. Eckersley is just rolling along. Due up for the Red Sox, Hobson, Brohammer in the top of the order, Jerry Remy. Hobson 1 for 2. He doubled in the first run, a 2-out double that knocked in Carlton Fisk back in the second. The pitch to Butch Hobson from Bob Lemon. That's a 0-2. That ball is up, and gone. Hobson goes opposite field, right center field, and he has jacked it out of the ballpark, and the Red Sox are up 4-2 on the bippity-boppity boom to the moon by Butch Hobson. Boom goes the ball. Butch Hobson touches them all, and euphoria erupts here at Fenway with the faithful. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. And it is 4-2 Boston. Hobson, the DH, is now 2 for 3. A home run, a double, 2 runs batted in, and a strikeout, but no one was really caring too much about that strikeout. And it's 4-2 Boston. That is a huge insurance run. So Lemon has given up 4 runs. He'll be done in the 8th. A leadoff homer by the much-maligned Butch Hobson. Here's Jack Brohammer, the pitch to Brohammer. Brohammer will not have the same success. Lazy fly ball to left. Out number 1, making the catch is Mitchell for the Indians. Brohammer's now 1 for 3. He did single and score a run. And here comes Hobson to take his curtain call by the Fenway faithful. Top of the order, Jerry Remy. Remy doubled and scored his last plate appearance. Prior to that, he struck out and ground out. He's 1 for 3. The pitch to the Rem Dog, that is an 80. Remy flares it to right field. Coming on and making the catch is Peck. Remy's now 1 for 4. There are 2 away. 4-2 Boston. Here's the Rooster, Rick Burleson. Burleson has failed to crow once in this ball game. He's 0 for 3, a strikeout and 2 groundouts. Hegan goes through the sign, sets the target. The pitch to Rick Burleson. That's a 32. How do you do? Strike 3 looking. Inside corner. Burleson barks at the home plate umpire. But they're not changing the call, Rooster. We go to the top of the 8th. 4-2, Boston. Lemon has now struck out, I believe, 7. Let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lemon has struck out 8. But the home run by Hobson gives the Red Sox a huge insurance run. Eckersley has been dealing on the mound. He's only given up 1 earned run. The first run was unearned. It scored because of a Rice error in left. Due up for the Indians, Hegan, Mitchell, and Tucker. To face Dennis Eckersley, there's some milling in the Red Sox bullpen. And pitchers are loosening in the Indians bullpen. We see Satchel Paige out there. Kleiman, Ed Kleiman is also out there loosening. Here's the pitch to Jim Hegan. He's the tying run at the plate. He needs a 0-1 roll. And he gets a 40, thank God, and that's a strikeout. Dealing with the knee cheese, and he couldn't deal with it. He's now 1 for 4, so Eckersley's now struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Eckersley has struck out 6. Good way to start off the top of the 8th. Indians down to their final 5 outs. Dale Mitchell. Mitchell, 1 for 3. He's doubled, struck out, and reached on a fielder's choice. Fisk sets the target to pitch to Dale Mitchell. That is an 88. And if it's hit to a negative fielder, it will drop in. And 88 is hit to center field. And making the diving catch in the right center field gap is Freddie Lynn. He is a neutral fielder. A great play by Freddie Lynn, denying extra bases to Mitchell. And the Fenway fans erupt. What a catch. A web gem by Freddie Lynn. 2 down. The Indians are down to their final 4 outs. Here's Thurman Tucker. What does that rhyme with? Ba-boom, boom. Remember, match game coming up in the near future in the community. And we'll move it around to different channels, but I think the first time will be on my channel. Here's the pitch to Tucker. 2 outs, no one on. That's a 56 to Tucker. Tucker bangs it right back to Eckersley. Eckersley with a big smile tosses to Yastrzemski. And 1, 2, 3 go the Tribe. Scoring at home 1-3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 4-2 Boston. The Indians are down to their final 3 outs. Red Sox looking for revenge against the 1948 Indians with the 1978 Red Sox. 40 years apart. That's the beauty of playing these games. The what-if factor. I shall take a sip of water as we are chugging along quite quickly. Here's Freddie Lynn and Bob Lemon. This will be his last inning. The pitch from Lemon to Lynn. That's a 25, derivative 5, and that will be a strikeout. I don't think he loses a pitching grade. Let's make sure. 2 runs or less, man. Nope, he doesn't lose a pitching grade with 3 runs. So that is a strikeout. So a foul ball by Lynn, and then he strikes out because the single turns into a strikeout because Lemon is still an A-plus pitcher on the road all the way through the game. There is no after 2 times through the order for either Eckersley or Lemon in this game. So the second time Freddie Lynn has gone down via the K, and Lemon now has 9 strikeouts. 1 out for Jim Ed Rice. Rice not having the best game for sure. He's made an error that cost the Red Sox a run. He struck out. He's singled and flown out. He's 1 for 3. The pitch to the 1978 MVP Jim Ed Rice, and that's an 18. An 18 for Jim Ed Rice is a single, so he has 2 hits now as he laces a single to left. Rice is now 2 for 4. 1 out, 1 on for Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Number 8. Yaz is 1 for 3. Lemon looking for the double play ball. The pitch to Yastrzemski, that's an 11. And again, if it's hit to a positive fielder, Yaz will be robbed of a hit. That's a 64. Yaz strikes the ball, and it's hit to Boudreau, and it's past Boudreau. Boudreau is a neutral fielder. And a 64 going first to third is Rice, as he's a moderate runner on an even roll, takes 2 bases. 1 out, runners on the corners. Indians will play for 2, the pitch to Pudge. And that's a 0-8 for Fisk, and it doesn't matter because that's another double. And that's going to knock in Rice. And Yastrzemski might wave him around, so that is a double to center. Again, they have been burning Tucker in center all day, all night. So Fisk doubles. Rice trots in from third. Yastrzemski, we can try to score him. Tucker has an average arm, so he needs a 10 and under. And Yaz scores from first, and that's it for Bob Lemon. Red Sox have a commanding lead now, as Carlton Fisk, another double for these boys from Boston. Their bats are booming with doubles and the sound of music. So Fisk bats in 2. So 2-run score in the bottom of the 8th. It's now 6-2 Red Sox of 1978. And that is it for Bob Lemon. Lemon hangs his head, and the Red Sox fans are joyous. They want revenge on this 1948 Indians team. Who will come in? Well, we might as well go with Ed Kleiman, or Kleeman. We'll say Kleiman, potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Can give you 2 innings, either at home or on the road. He's an A+, but he has automatic walks, but we're going to go with that A+. Ooh. Steve Gromek, A+, Satchel Paige. You know what? Let's go with Satchel Paige. That just sounds like a lot more fun, doesn't it? We're going to go with Satchel Paige. I love Satchel Paige. We're going with Satchel Paige. He's an A+ for 2 innings, and he doesn't have any automatic walks or strikeouts, which Kleinman has automatic walks, which take away outs on 55 and 77. Savoy 48 has joined us. He says the Boston Red Sox versus the Cleveland Gladiators. Nope, they're the Indians on our channel. They're 1948, so the Indians. So Satchel Paige will come in. Bob Lemon in line for the loss. Lemon went 7 1/3. So far, he has given up 6 runs, and he is responsible for Fisk at second. And here comes the great Satchel Paige. Got to get back to our Satchel Paige time travel, where we pitched him against all the, 2017 teams? 2018 teams? I can't remember. With his Negro League team. All right, so Satchel Paige can go 2 innings in relief. He is an A+ pitcher. I don't think he'll go the 3rd time through the order. If he does, it's in 2 innings. He'll be an A pitcher, but he'll be an A+. No automatic walks or strikeouts. 1 out. Fisk at second. Paige has a word with Hegan. Hegan back behind the plate. Now he'll face Dwight Evans. The pitch from Paige to Dwight Evans, and that's a 57. So Dwight Evans hits it to first base on the 57. That should advance Fisk 2nd to 3rd, and there should be 2 outs. Let's just double check that. Ground ball, and it is. So fielding it and tossing to Paige is Robinson. 2 outs, Fisk advances to 3rd. Scoring at home, that's 3-1. Good job by Satchel Paige covering up that bag. Steeler Fan 1933 is here at Fenway. Our good friend, a.k.a. Matt. And that brings up Butch Hobson. Hobson's going to be co-MVP with Eckersley. He's knocked in 2 runs with a double and a homer. 6-2 Red Sox. Fisk at 3rd, 2 outs. Paige deals to Butch Hobson. That's a 32, and that will be a range play in honor of our good friend Kurt Berglund. Get to the kitchen. It's a range check. And it's a 3. That's an 18. Man, we rolled low. This could be a 3rd error for the Boston Red Sox in the field. So an 18. Oh, this is the Indians, excuse me. This is the Indians. and that's a 3. 18 for the Indians. That's hit to first, and that's not going to be an error, I don't think. First baseman Robinson, no, it is. He's a 3, and he boots the ball. Scoring from third on the unearned run is Fisk. No ribby for Hobson this time, as that's an E3. And it's now 7-2. Indians should have been out of the inning. But Eddie Robinson, again, we've rolled low. We've had 3 error checks. They've all been errors. 2 for the Red Sox, 1 for the Indians. We have rolled very low tonight for that. So Hobson at first. Now bring up Jack Brohammer. Here's the pitch from Page to Brohammer. That's a 29. And that will be a walk, and it will stay a walk. No, it will not. I'm sorry. First base is occupied, so it's a 2-0 count. Because he's an A plus A and B pitchers. If first base is occupied the first time you roll a walk, it is not a walk. It's 2-0, and you do it again. If you do roll a walk, the second time it is. The pitch to Brohammer a second time, that's a 20, and that's going to be a strikeout. It's not a single. The A plus turns it into a strikeout, and the side is retired. So Satchel Paige gets a K as he strikes out Brohammer. Brohammer fouled off the ball and then struck out. Probably should have gave Satchel Paige a different color for his pen. Here, here, and here. So Paige does his JOB. Now, do we take Yastrzemski out of the game? We're up 5. He has less of an error chance than Scott, but he's a negative fielder. We're going to keep Yaz in the game. We go to the top of the 9th. And Eckersley looking to close this out. He's only given up 2 runs, so he can go an extra inning or more. And he's going to try to get the 9 innings here. He now has a 5-run lead as the Red Sox get 3 in the bottom of the 8th. 7-2 Boston. Due up for the Indians, Peck, who's 0 for 3. Then the top of the order, Boudreau and Gordon. Will the Indians go to their bench? Peck gets on 0 through 30 against righties. It would help if I actually grabbed the right team. And I don't... Ali Clark, 0 through 28. 21. Joe Tipton. Every player is eligible. I don't do 25. Whatever, if the player's carded when we play these games, they're eligible. So Joe Tipton, he reaches 0 through 39. He's a backup catcher. And Joe Tipton's going to pinch hit for Hal Peck. So Hal Peck's day is done. Joe Tipton will pinch hit. Boudreau on deck. So in the 9th, Tipton pinch hit for Peck. Indians need a lot of base runners. Eckersley deals to Joe Tipton, the pinch hitter, and that's an 88. And that's a fly ball to left field. And again, if that's a negative fielder, it's going to drop in. Rice is a neutral fielder. He makes the catch. So Rice doesn't muff this one. And there is one down. So Tipton is out. He doesn't do his JOB. Dave Little's joined us late here at Fenway. Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful channel. He had basketball up the other night. Top of the order, Lou Boudreau. He's hit. No, he's 1 for 4. He tripled and scored. Eckersley deals to Lou Boudreau. I believe he was a player manager in 1948, I think. 65. That's going to be out number 2. As Brohammer has it at third. Throws Yastrzemski. Scoring at home 5-3. The Indians are down to their final out. The Red Sox of 78 look to get revenge against the 1948 Cleveland Indians. Brian Patterson has joined us at Fenway. Hope all is well. It's up to Joe Gordon. Gordon is 1 for 4. He has an infield hit for a single. Eckersley deals to Gordon. That is a 25. Swing and a miss. It would have been a walk, but the 25 against an A-plus pitcher turns into a strikeout. Eckersley ends the game in style. The Red Sox win. The Red Sox win. The Red Sox win. As he strikes out Joe Gordon to end it in the top of the ninth. Boston wins 7-2. So the 1978 Boston Red Sox defeat the 1948 Cleveland Indians quite handily, to tell you the truth. 7-2. The winning pitcher is Eckersley. He went the distance. The losing pitcher is Bob Lemon. Eckersley struck out, I believe it's 7, but let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Eckersley struck out 7. Only gave up 1 earned run. The first run was unearned. It scored due to the error by Rice in left. Sloppy play. Red Sox had 2 errors. The Indians had 1. Page came in, got his 3 batters out. Satchel Paige, that was cool to use him. The MVPs of this game, we're going to give 2 MVPs to the Red Sox. Dennis Eckersley, who went the distance, gave up 1 earned run, struck out 7, and Butch Hobson, who doubled in a run and homered. And he was 2 for 4. So those are your MVPs, the 1978 Red Sox. Take care of the Indians. It was close until the bottom of the 8th when the Red Sox scored 3 and busted it open to win 7-2. I'd like to thank Dave Little. Check out his wonderful YouTube channel, TribesFan879, another wonderful YouTube content creator. I'd like to say hello to and thank Brian Patterson, Beatles Eternally. If you like baseball, you should subscribe to Beatles Eternally's channel. It's absolutely awesome. Savoy48, thank you very much. Steeler Fan 1933, a.k.a. Matt, thank you. Our good friend, Mr. Utah Mike, his channel is Sports Time Machine, another wonderful baseball card and dice channel in our community. Retro Replays MN. Check out to see if he has a channel. I'm not quite sure, but thank you very much. Greatly appreciate your time. Of course, Dave Gardner, Digital Dice with Ron Juckett, can be listened to on Spreaker or wherever fine podcasts can be listened to. And also check out his YouTube channel. Bears Den 007, thank you very much. Rob's Rules, another fine content creator in our community. He has like a talk show, mostly revolving around Johnny Depp, but it's very interesting, very fun. And Rob is excellent at what he does. Continue to scroll up. Captain Carl 8, thank you very much. He's very happy with the Red Sox win. Bears Den 007, thank you. And Jack Dawson, check out that wonderful channel. Brian Patterson says, just not the Indians weekend, real or replay. So thank you very much. Another quick game with Pine Tar. An hour and about 13, 14, probably 15 by the time I get off. Stop babbling. Greatly appreciate your time. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. A fun game with Pine Tar. I do enjoy it. Check it out. You can email Kurt Berglund. Check out Life is Sports. You can see the other seasons they have. James Formo has done a wonderful job with this game, and Kurt Berglund's made some really fun sets and seasons. So check out Pine Tar Baseball, and you can get the game for free to try it out. You just have to email Kurt Berglund. So just go to his channel or check us out when we did our chat. That video, it's Chat with Alan Kurt Berglund, and the information is there. Pine Tar Baseball, a lot of fun. I'm very happy it's on my tabletop. Red Sox win 7-3, so the 78 Red Sox get revenge on the 1948 Indians. God bless. Thank you very much. You know what's coming, folks. I love you all, and peace!